There has been a lot of news in the Grand Theft Auto universe over the past week. I mean, it's not every single week or every single day that you get an entire Grand Theft Auto trilogy being remastered, or even just any new content in any GTA, really. This is pretty big. And I've been getting a few mentions on Twitter, a lot of YouTube comments, asking why I haven't really covered this yet. And, well, the answer is, I don't really know what to think of it yet. I was thinking of making this video titled something like, I'm not excited for the GTA trilogy, but that wouldn't really be true. I am excited for it, but I just want to keep my hopes really, really low. And in order for you to understand why that is, we kind of have to look at all of the info we already have about it. So let's have a look at what Rockstar said on the Rockstar Newswire. First up, they say Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy, the definitive edition, and more coming soon. And we'll touch on this later in the video, this sort of bit here where it says plus details on special events upcoming and updates in GTA Online, because that could potentially be some not great news as well, but we'll touch on that after the trilogy stuff. So I'm not going to read this entire thing like a lot of other YouTubers have done. You've probably seen all of that info. We don't need to make this video really long anyway. So basically they say later this month, it's the 20th anniversary of the original release for GTA 3, which is big. It's nice to see Rockstar celebrating an anniversary of a game like that. And basically they're saying to celebrate that, they're going to be remastering GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. Now this has been rumored for a really long time. It's good to see that this is actually true. They say they'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to all of the Grand Theft Auto fans who have supported the games over the past 2 decades. I'm assuming that's everyone except the modders that they're suing that kept the games alive, but anyway. A bit further down, they say that all 3 games will be coming to PS5, PS4, Xbox Next Gen, Xbox Old Gen, the names are really confusing for some reason, Nintendo Switch, and the Rockstar Games launcher on PC, so it's not going to be on Steam, unfortunately. And this is the part right here, boys and girls, that is getting me pretty worried, I guess. Says the definitive edition will feature across-the-board upgrades, including graphical improvements and modern-day gameplay enhancements for all 3 titles, while still maintaining the classic look and feel of the originals. We're extremely excited to share more about these groundbreaking titles in the upcoming weeks. Stay tuned. What does this sound like? Now, I really, really want to be excited for this. I don't even think this is the normal Rockstar Games Studios that's working on this. I think this is Ruffian Games that Rockstar acquired halfway through last year. But, yeah, I mean, just ask yourself where we've heard pretty much all of this lingo before. Does this remind you of one GTA 5 expanded and enhanced? And we all know how that trailer turned out. It pretty much looks the exact same. Now, look, I don't think this is going to be exactly the same as the older ones. I mean, those games came out literally 20 years ago. It wouldn't be hard to upgrade the graphics somewhat or the gameplay somewhat. So I think we will see some definite improvements here. But until I see some sort of gameplay, like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to keep my expectations really, really low because we've been bit in the back before with the expanded and enhanced trailer. So don't let this happen again. Just keep your expectations low until we see at least a trailer and preferably gameplay. I know a lot of people are thinking that these remasters are gonna look something like GTA 5 looks right now, and I'm telling you right now that's not gonna be the case. It's not gonna be anything close to what GTA 5 looks like. First of all, the reason for that is because it's going to be on an entirely new engine. It's going to be on Unreal Engine as opposed to Rockstar's Rage engine. So this is going to look nothing like GTA 5 and, in my opinion, not going to look anywhere near as good. You want some evidence as to why I think that is? Well, let's just read this paragraph. To prepare for launch, we'll be removing the existing versions of classic titles from digital retailers next week, which I don't really know why they're doing that. That seems kind of like a strange move. But they go on to say, in addition, the GTA Trilogy will be coming to iOS and Android in the first half of 2022. Now look, mobile gamers, right? Mobile games actually can be really fun. And they're getting pretty graphically advanced. But GTA 5 would absolutely not be able to run on a phone. At least not anywhere near the graphical capabilities that it has on console or PC. So if these games are going to be able to run on your console, on your PC, but also your iOS or Android phone, the graphics, there's just no way they can be that good. So again, I think this will be a pretty decent upgrade from the 20-year-old versions of at least GTA 3. San Andreas and Vice City came out a bit later than that. But no, this is not going to look anywhere near what GTA 5 looks like. So let's just get our expectations to that level, okay? Moving down further in this article, or this newswire from Rockstar, it says, plus as part of the 20th anniversary celebration for GTA 3, look for a cavalcade of special gear to collect in GTA Online. Most likely that just means some liveries for your vehicles or some t-shirts. Like you can see here, we've got a wasted t-shirt. And then Rockstar actually gives us some idea of what we should expect in GTA Online for the rest of the year. And in my opinion, a lot of this is actually kind of worrying. They go on to say, this month's GTA Online events will have some special surprises, including the upcoming possibility of some unusual activity occurring in and around southern San Andreas. So what this most likely means is a Halloween event that we normally have every year. What this normally means is we'll get face paints back in the game, a lot of the face paints that are Halloween themed, maybe a Halloween themed vehicle on the podium. I doubt we'll actually see a new vehicle. And then Rockstar normally makes the Halloween or spooky themed adversary modes double or triple money for those couple of weeks. Rockstar also commented on the fact that they've been removing a lot of the adversary modes in the game. In case you didn't notice, Rockstar has actually removed most of the adversary modes. The reason for that is because, well, you can't really find games. There's really just not that many people playing all of the adversary modes in the game, and as Rockstar says here, by beginning to cycle the Rockstar created jobs in and out of the game over time, not only will we be freeing up space for new missions and modes in the future, but we're also improving the game's matchmaking by focusing the community on a more streamlined list of jobs from week to week. Now, I know no one really likes content being removed from the game, but I actually think this is a really good quality of life change, because no one wants to be waiting in an empty queue for like 10-15 minutes for an adversary mode that no one's playing, just to realize you're going to have to leave. Now, to finish off the newswire, Rockstar, first up, in the first paragraph, says some stuff that I'm really excited about, and then they finish it off with some stuff that I'm not as excited about and kind of a little bit worried about. So let's start off with the good stuff first. Rockstar says, we're looking at ways to improve the GTA Online experience for new and returning players in the upcoming release of GTA Online for next gen. Stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for details on this and much more information about the expanded and enhanced releases of GTA 5 and GTA Online in the months to come. Now, Rockstar is going to have to make expanded and enhanced something absolutely amazing to sort of return the community to sanity. Everyone's pissed off, and honestly, rightly so, at that trailer. It was a pretty average trailer. It basically just looked like current gen. But the fact that Rockstar is looking to improve the experience for returning players, which of course is great, that's definitely needed. The fact that they're improving the experience for new players is possibly even more necessary. Because I know a lot of the viewers on this channel, you guys have just started GTA over the past couple years. And I've started a series where I start as a level 1 in GTA Online, and it is an absolute mess. I don't know how you guys actually stick it out in 2021. Starting this game fresh is torture. So if Rockstar's gonna look at doing something for that, that's really, really good. Now let's get into something that could be exciting, but might not actually be that exciting. Rockstar says, later this year, get ready to go on an exciting new adventure in GTA Online as some well-known contacts and familiar friends need your help in expanding their legit business, with many more surprises soon to be revealed. So this is the end of year GTA Online update, or DLC, that we get pretty much every year. Every year since 2013, basically. Now, in the past 2 years, 2020 we got Cayo Perico, and in 2019 we got the casino heist. This year, I don't know about you, but this doesn't sound like this is going to be a new heist. And it's actually been pretty well rumored, at least on GTA Twitter, that this is just going to be an expansion to the nightclub. Now, if this is just an expansion to the nightclub, I don't really know if this is going to revive GTA Online for the end of the year. Because if you haven't been able to tell, GTA's player counts have been really, really bad. If you just look at Google Trends, for example, of course that doesn't directly reflect player count, but you look at Google Trends, and man, GTA Online has taken a hit. They're at their lowest point in the past 12 months, and one of their lowest points over the past 5 years. So people are really losing interest in the game. Normally this does happen around this time of year, but a heist at the end of the year is what saves that population and brings all the people coming back for that end of year update and to try out the new heist. I don't know how many people are going to come back if this is just an expansion of their legit business. It really does sound like an expansion of the nightclub, man. I hope it's more than that. Like, I wouldn't mind an expansion to the nightclub, but it needs to be something more than that. Because, yeah, I mean, look, I'll take it, but ugh, it won't add up or won't match what we've got in the past few years with some really good heists at the end of the year. So there you have it. That's my thoughts on the trilogy. I want to be excited. I really do. I'm going to play them regardless, because it's my job to make content on the games. But until we see some sort of gameplay or a proper trailer for it, I just don't think we should be getting that excited. Wait and see. No gameplay, no pre-order. Okay, boys? So we'll wrap it up there. If you enjoyed, a thumbs up would be awesome. Subscribe for more stuff like this. Let's hope both the Trilogy and the GTA Online updates are going to be really, really good. But we'll have to wait and see. So I'll catch you in the next video. Boys!
Favorite color, money green. Paper. I've been on my grind since I was in the